Hello, everybody. It's Ronnie with Whip and Chain. I work alongside Maggie, and today I want to show you how to make these beautiful Valentine's heart coasters. Can't even think tonight. Anyway, they're beautiful. They work up actually really fast. These two are done with a 5mm hook, and all my yarn I've used Crafter's Secret. It's 100% cotton. This one's white. This one is actually cream. This one's red. I'm doing another one in peach. You can pick any color that you want, but they're beautiful. There's definitely an offside, but it's not that bad. But there's the front, very pretty. But if you're making these, please use 100% cotton yarn. Very important. I did make one with a smaller hook size, so if you can see, there's definitely a difference in size. So if you want smaller ones, you could use a 4mm hook, but this is my 5mm hook. Okay. So it's an easy pattern. You will need your crochet hook. You will need a pair of scissors, and you will also need a darning needle to weave in those loose ends. And we're going to get right into it. I want you to start with a slip knot. And I need you to chain 12. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Then from the second chain from the hook, I just need you to do one single crochet in each chain, and that'll give you 11 single crochets. So just one single crochet all the way down. My recommendation is not to rush. Take your time. Believe it or not, it's a very quick pattern, especially when you learn the pattern. Very, very simple. I would mark this as a level for beginner. Okay. When you get to the end, I want you to chain one and do the same thing. Go all the way down, single crochet, all the way down, chain one, and keep doing that. This is already 2 rows, so I do need you to do 11 more rows. So when you do the chain one, I'm watching a puppers here. Make sure you still do that single crochet and that chain there. Okay, so it's just single crochet, 11 stitches, chain one, turn, and you do that, and I need a total of 13 rows. So this would be our 3rd row, so you would need to do 10 more. Okay, I do have one that is done up to that. I'm going to show you. Here it is. This color, if you want to know, is called Rose, Coral Rose. And it's sugar and cream. Okay. So this is your 13 rows. All right. So I want you to, here's the angle you'd be looking at it to do your next row. But actually, want you to turn it around where your hook would be, if you're a right-hander, would be on your right side. And I need you to find the middle of this. So what I do is I fold it in half, and I find the middle just like that. Now I want you to wrap your hook 3 times. Okay, I want you to go in this, and when you go in, make sure you go in under 2 loops. Okay, grab your yarn, come on out. Now this is what we're going to do. We're going to wrap the hook, go through 2, wrap the hook, go through 2, wrap the hook, go through 2, wrap the hook, go through 2. Then I want you to chain 1. Now you wrap the hook again. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you go back into that same spot, you grab some yarn, wrap, and you go through 2, 3, and 4. It's a total of 4 times you go through. Then you chain 1, and we do it again. I think I'm a little crooked for you guys here tonight. There we go. Then I want you to chain 1, and you wrap your hook again. We're going to do this a total of 10 times. And chain 1. And chain 1. Wrap your hook. Okay, chain 1. Wrap your hook. Two. And 2. And chain 1. Okay, so now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need 3 more. This is 1. Chain 1. Go back in. This is 2. Chain 1. And this should be my 10th one. And when you're done, I do need you to still chain 1, okay? So please take the minute to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Make sure you have 10 because you do need 10. Then I want you to come down here to the end of the row, and I want you just to slip stitch in there. Okay. Then I want you to chain 1. And I bet you guessed it, we're going to do it on one more side. So again, I need you to find the middle. So my suggestion is to do this, but you can find the middle any which way that works for you. There's my, right there. I go in, and we're going to do 10 of these again. So this will be 1. And after you do it, remember chain 1, wrap the hook 1, 2, 3 times, go in, and chain 1, 1, 2, 3, right in there. And chain 1, 1, 2, 3, go back in, and chain 1, 2, and 3, and go in, and chain 1, 1, 2, 3. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chain 1, 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3, 4. Chain 1. One, 2, and 3. Go back in. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to do one more, then I have to redo my count because I forgot where I was. I do that. And 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So then I chain 1, and let me do my last 10th one. Chain 1, and I want you to slip stitch. Make sure, since you're in your beginnings here, don't go into that where it pulls away. Go right next to it, because you do not want that to be pulling. And you slip stitch. Before we go any further, I want you to see what you've done already. Look at that heart already, and it's beautiful already. So you already got this whole part done. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Okay. So now I want you to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That 4 will count as a double crochet and a chain 1. And I don't know if you can see it, but the tops of these stitches, there's little holes. We need to get 5 more equally spaced double crochet chain 1s in there. So you don't want to go into this one. You want to go into the next one right there and put a double crochet. And please remember, they do not have to be perfect. Chain 1 and a double crochet right in there. Double crochet. Chain 1 right in the next one right there. Double crochet. Chain 1 again. Right there. Chain 1 and double crochet right in the last one there. Okay. So I want you to chain 1 And I want you to put another double crochet, but angle it over to the next side. Another double crochet, because that's going to make your point. Okay, so then I want you to chain 1, and then see the edge that you're on? So I want you to count the first stitch here, and skip 1, that stitch, skip 1, that stitch, skip 1, that stitch, skip 1, that stitch. And that's the first stitch that we go into. That's how I did it. You do it however you want, okay? And double crochet. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet. And you chain 1, skip 1, and if you did it right, you'd land right on your last one. Double crochet. Now I want you to chain 1, and in your 10 double trebles, that's what they were called, before the first one, I want you to go right in there and put a double crochet. Chain 1, and back in the next chain 1, and that's 2. I want you to chain 1 and put in 5 more that way. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and chain 1, and 5. Okay, I want you to chain 1, and in the next chain 1 spot, I want you to actually put in 2 double crochets in that chain 1. Chain 1 now, and in the next one, put in 2 double crochets. I want you to chain 1, and in the next space, I want you to put a half double, just a half double, and chain 1. So now we're going to do a single crochet 2 together. So I want you to take your hook. I want you to put it in front of your double treble, right in there. Grab some yarn. Keep your yarn very tight for this part, and hold it. And then on the other side, right in front of your double treble, and you grab yarn and you come through. You got 3 loops. I want you to wrap the hook, and I want you to go through all 3. Okay. Chain 1. Now, in the chain 1 space after the double treble, I want you to put in a half double. Then I want you to chain 1. Then in the next chain 1, I want you to put in 2 double crochets. Chain 1, 2 double crochets. Chain 1. Now I want you to put in a double crochet, chain 1 in each of the next 7 times, okay? So let's do it. This will be 1, chain 1, this will be 2, chain 1, this will be 3, chain 1, be 4, chain 1, this is 5, chain 1, 6, chain 1, and 7. And then chain 1, and then I want you to slip stitch the 3rd chain up right in there. And that's Pandora making those sounds. That row's done. So I just need you to take your hook and I want you to slip stitch right into that chain. And you're on your last row, guys. Great. Now I want you to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I want you to go into the next chain and just slip stitch. Chain 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and slip stitch into the next chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slip stitch into the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you're going to be slip stitching into the point, and this is the only one that's different. So then you chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you slip stitch back into that same chain, okay? Now 1, 2, 3, 4, then you slip stitch into the next chain. And this is what you do all the way around. 1, 2, and 4. And next chain. Slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you slip stitch. And you slip stitch. You can make quite a few of these coasters out of one skein of the cotton yarn. Probably an easy 2, maybe even 3. Probably 3. But it does depend on the size hook you're using too. And 4. And slip stitch. And 4. And slip stitch. So the cool thing is, even I am a very slow crocheter. And as you can see, making these, on your 2 double crochets into one, you go in between them, okay? I can get these done in a very reasonable amount of time also. And that is definitely without me rushing. Because I've learned in crocheting when I rush, I end up having to take it out anyway because I messed up somewhere. And slip stitch. Now you're at the top of the heart. There. Right here. I'm going to just slip stitch right over, skipping that spot right there, and slip stitch. Chain 4. 1, 2, 4, and slip stitch. And that is it. This is the last row. This is all you need to do to make your heart coasters. So we've done some really pretty patterns for Valentine's Day. I did a twisted scarf. And the nice thing about the scarf, you can do it in any color. That way it doesn't just have to be for Valentine's Day. I did a heart dishcloth pattern. And I did a heart headband. That's very adorable. And now we're doing these heart coasters for Valentine's Day. I'm going to be trying to do coasters for all the different holidays and maybe some in between. That way you can bring out different coasters for different times of the year. That way when you have people over, or just to change up the decor in your home a little bit. We're getting toward the end. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then when you're at your beginning, just slip stitch right into the top. And then just chain 1 more. And then cut your yarn. And there. Sorry, I'm supposed to zoom you out. There's your heart dishcloth. Now remember, this one was done in a 5. This one was done 1 size smaller. Okay, so there's the coral rose. There's my off-white one. And then, of course, our red one. And there's my pink one. Aren't they gorgeous? I love them. Well, I want to say thank you for taking the time to watch our tutorials. I am Ronnie with Whip and Chain. I work alongside Maggie and Lauren. And if there's anything you want to see or have any questions about any of our tutorials, please come find us on Facebook under Whip and Chain. And also, if this video was helpful, can you please hit that like button and subscribe button for us? We'd truly appreciate it. Goodbye for now. Have a great night. Bye, everybody.